Our reporters are hard at work. We're going to get to Malik Rankin right now. She's in Hudson Beach Park. Malik, what are you seeing?
Caitlin, right now it's a bit calm, but what we're experiencing while we're out here is we're watching this rain and wind come through in bands, in waves. So right now it looks a little bit like a lull, but that's deceiving because we're watching it pick up and settle back down. Now, when we headed through this area, we took US 19 for a part of that, and everything west of US 19, we're here in Pasco County, is under mandatory evacuation orders. Where we are now here at Hudson Beach Park, this area is west of 19. We're on the water here now. There are Pasco County deputies at the entrance to this area, and they're not letting anyone in here through. They're already telling us that there has been a concern of people getting curious, wanting to see the water. And even in the time that we've been here, we've had deputies check in on here, a little bit surprised at how much the levels have already risen in the past couple of hours. The water here is about a foot below where I'm standing here now. And, you know, we're just a couple of cities north of Newport Richey. I was speaking with the deputy mayor recently who was telling me the concerns there. So in Newport Richey, Cody River cuts through that area. There's a major concern for flooding and also the concern for people who chose not to evacuate. I mean, even in the area that we're in now, we see some house lights on. We've seen some people out and about, even seen people riding bikes on the street over here in this area. And deputies are prepared for the response that will need to be initiated for those who did not evacuate. We spoke with the Pasco County Sheriff's Office a couple hours ago, and they're telling us about the emergency response team. They're ready to deploy as soon as it's safe to do so. And for the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, for them, their cutoff is about 40 to 45 miles per hour of wind speeds when they will not be responding to calls. So they have people patrolling out now, keeping an eye on storm surge levels. Just behind our photographer here, I'm watching another patrol car as they're making their way through. But the major concern for this area will be that storm surge. I know Bobby has been telling us about how high we're expecting the water levels to rise, especially for these coastal communities. We know mandatory evacuations for everywhere west of 19, zones A, B, and C, those manufactured homes, coastal low-lying communities, and it's going to be really make or break for the people who did not evacuate this area, but our first responders are standing by. Also, when we spoke with the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, a spokesperson let us know there is the possibility of a delay in 911 responses once the storm starts to move into this area. And it wasn't maybe 30 minutes ago that we were seeing some of those bands of rain and wind come through here. I mean, we've got our gear covered and obviously suited up for the storm here as we expect it to worsen. We'll keep you guys posted on any updates we receive as we continue to talk with the Emergency Operations Center, municipality, city officials, the Sheriff's Office, all of our first responders that are ready as the storm inches closer. For now, live in Hudson, Malik Rankin, 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, thanks, Malik. We appreciate it.